Well, hello there again, ye faithful few, and welcome back to DMS Adventures, where the videos are green and largely unseen. Today I just want to do a quick video for you on a ubiquitous piece of gear that doesn't really get talked about a lot: the gas canister. Now, maybe nobody talks about these because they're pretty common knowledge, pretty common practice, but I found out pretty quickly that the cost of these little things adds up fast. Now, for my cook kits, these little canisters work best. It nests really nicely into the Stanley cook pot, as we've seen before, and they also nest nicely into the kettle for when we do our family trips. So the problem is that these canisters are $5 a pop, and as I'm buying them, I look right next to them and there's a canister twice the size for just $1 more. Problem is, those canisters don't fit in either of my cook kits. So I figured there has got to be a way to refill these smaller ones with the larger canisters. So I went looking on YouTube, looking for some videos, and I really only found two that addressed it, and I kind of thought that they were incomplete. So I thought I would do this video to help anyone else out there like me that wants to save a little bit of cash without reinventing their cook kit. Well, I've got the small canister here. Let's go get one of the big ones. So I came to get an 8-ounce gas canister. Everything but that, of course. Okay, here we go. Second mire in the area. Got the small ones, but not the big ones. Bugger. That there is a nice looking Jeep. Okay, let's see what Walmart's got. I think that'll do it. Getting this bigger one, it's 440 grams, which is twice as much for less than twice the price. So I discovered why there may not be too many videos out there on how to do this, because it clearly says on these canisters, do not refill. So disclaimer, I can't recommend anybody do this, but this is something I'm gonna try. So I've got four 4-ounce canisters here, or 113 gram, at various stages of fullness. And I keep track of how much fuel's in these by just weighing them after every trip. But even knowing that, I still have some trail anxiety going off hiking without having a full one of these. So a full canister weighs a total of about 212 grams, and an empty one weighs about 99 grams. So I picked up this little valve on Amazon, and we're going to use this to transfer the fuel from this full canister and fill up all 4 of these smaller canisters for less than half the price. First off, we put the canister that we want to fill into the freezer for about 15 minutes or so. This helps to reduce the pressure to make it easier for the warmer full canister gas to flow into the less full colder canister. So then we put this end of the valve into the canister we want to fill up. Then we put the full canister on the top side, making sure that the valve is closed. Then we just open up the valve. Now I can hear it transferring through. The tricky thing will be knowing when it's full. I'm going to close it and do a check. So the valve is closed. Take this canister off. Now I had emptied it, so it was down to 99 ounces. All right, and we are up to 153 ounces right now. So not quite full yet, so let's keep going. I'm going to jot that down. We're at 153. Let's keep rolling. We'll check her again. About 173. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and put these in the freezer again and cool them down a little bit more, because there was a fair amount of time between when I brought them out and when I started doing this. So let's cool them down again and see if we can get a little bit more in. So after I took these back inside to cool them down some more, while I was waiting for those 15 minutes or so, it started raining on me. So I had to pack all this up, get it inside. Well, while I was waiting, I went ahead and filled the rest of these up. And so now I've got 4 full canisters without any mishaps. So my final thoughts here, one thing one needs to take into mind if they are going to do this is do it in a well-ventilated area. Definitely smelt some gas while you're taking them on and off. Also, one needs to be mindful that these canisters, when you purchase them full, are around 200 to 205 grams full. So when you cool them down, you can actually overfill them. I had one up to about 230. So I had to bleed some back out and lower the weight of it back down to between that 200 and 205 mark. So one more thing that I want to mention is in some places, in order to throw these canisters away, you need to actually have them, make sure they're empty, and then put a hole in them. Well, to do that, Jetboil makes this little piece called a crunch it, and there's a piece up here. This just screws into the top, and then just push down and crunch it. Now, I am not going to do this one just yet. There's still a little bit in here. So hey, this worked for me without any major malfunctions, and although I can't recommend it, I've now got 4 filled up small canisters for less than half the price. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you have any questions for me, just leave them down in the comments. I'd be happy to respond to them. Thanks so much for watching, and you all have a great day.